I am Rafa Benitez. You are watching the Redmen TV.
But anyway, no, I think obviously it's understandable, and what I was going to actually say off the back of this, Rob, is underdogs. Liverpool, finally, we haven't been underdogs in a cup final since like Istanbul.
I was surprised actually. That's why I asked the odds. I hadn't thought of us as underdogs. Oh, this is a close one, but not really underdogs because we've done them twice this season. You know, quite frankly, not it's more or less the same set of players. And it's not like they've drafted in Mourinho to regalvanise, but it is Di Matteo at the end of the day. They are on a, I know, tempting fate here. I'm not confident, I'm never confident going into a final. Apart from we're playing Cardiff.
I was going to say the big miss, Lucas. Both those games, and obviously he did himself in the second one, but that was just when he was looking like an absolute beast.
And Charlie Adam.
The
golden age of Charlie Adam.
Chad coming in.
Yes, he looked nearly a player for a month.
Well, that was his purple patch of the season, that wasn't it? Obviously, last time we faced Chelsea, I think the last time we faced them was actually in the Carling Cup, I believe. And that was obviously the last time we faced them in the Cup, so perfect comparison. It is our Liverpool lined up against them that Reina in goal, Kelly was right back, Carrot and Coates centre half, Jose Enrique left back, Hendo on the right, Spear and Lucas and Maxi, and then Carroll and Bellamy up front. Because you can't see it being you can't see it being anything like that, to be honest, can you?
No, I think we'll match them tactically in that. I think we will play one up front with two wide, and I think that's what we'll do against them.
I was there that night. We didn't play 4-4-2. It was Carroll
4-3-3.
Carroll, Bellamy and Max. Was Bellamy and Maxi? Did you say? Bellamy and Maxi played behind, just as they it being Bellamy and Maxi behind Suarez in the Liga. It was the same system.
Excellent. So this is how Liverpool lined up.
Saying no, the players, you were right, but that's what was interesting about it. It was still one striker. Or in one game they're quite a mobile striker, the other a big lump. Who misses a penalty on the night, but he played all right.
God, I forgot about that.
He played all right.
Something about his centre forwards when they're not in great goal scoring form, and they grab the ball and you go, fucking hell, don't. It was Crouch all over again. That wasn't it?
Yeah. His debut. His debut is.
He's desperate for a goal. Anyway.
It was very early. Did he score in that game?
Crouch? No, it was Wigan his first goal.
Yeah, that weird one when he chipped it over the keeper and did it.
Got struck off, didn't it, for a month?
But then he scored about 5 minutes later.
Anyway, so system-wise, Rob, how would you set up? Chris is give his ideas. What would you?
I think it's going to be. We're going to have to match him, as Chris said, and he will, because it's happened. And I think we have to five. Effectively, it's a 5 in midfield when you haven't got the ball, and it just looks nailed on to me that it's Suarez up front. I just don't see what Carroll can do tomorrow, this Tuesday, short of a hat-trick that's going to change thinking.
I mean, let's talk in hypothetics, Dave. We've seen the Fulham game, obviously. Carroll scored a hat-trick of overhead kick. No, left foot, right foot, header from 45 yards.
In off the post.
So, is there anything he can do for you to play his way into that starting 11?
I think if he does, it's going to be Kenny playing Suarez off the right like he did in a couple of the cup games earlier on. But even then, no.
Because he won't trust Suarez to get behind the ball. If we lose it, that's the problem, I think.
But if Maxi gets in the side as well, you can't afford to have more than one player who's not going to do the duty defensively. Because there's a question. Maxi Rodriguez, the forgotten man, has come back to the forefront in the last few weeks. He wasn't great against Aston Villa, but he's shown what he can do. Big game player, very experienced. Is he the kind of player that we should be looking to get in, or is his lack of pace going to be an issue?
No, it's always an issue, I think, with Maxi, that his lack of pace. But I always say we play much better football when he's on the field. I do, if Ivanovic plays right back, then I fancy Maxi could get something out of that, because I don't think he actually watches what's going on behind him all the time. He does like to get forward, Ivanovic, even though he's a strong defender. But I think Maxi's great at getting into a little bit of space in the box, and he's a great finisher, Maxi Rodriguez, isn't he?
It's unbelievable. I mean, look at that left-footed volley the other week. Where's that that. It looks so simple, but it's actually, and I'm left-footed, and I will tell you, that's a tough thing to do, because I can obviously compare my abilities to that of don't know where we're going with that one.
Well, we saw the week the Norwich game, we saw Bellamy and Downing doing that job behind Suarez. Now I think we're going to see Maxi and Kaut behind Carroll against Fulham. Well, we saw it, didn't we?
That's what we saw.
That's what we definitely saw, was Maxi and Kaut. And I think Maxi and Kaut can take Bellamy and Downing slots, and those are
obviously, Dirk Kuyt is a big game player. He has missed a big game player. I mean, it seems like the perfect game for Dirk to come in, because he always seems to. I mean, go on, Dave, take up the baton on that one.
Well, was it 2008? He scored that goal wandering in. Well, unfortunately, the John Arisa game.
The less said, the better.
Well, both Maxi and Kaut. Sorry, Dave.
Yeah, I was going to say, comes in off the right hand side, and I think he's got joy out of Ashley Cole. Cause I remember it was Stamford.
I think there's a lot of people who had joy out of Ashley.
There's the. Wasn't it against Chelsea where he first played like as a right winger?
In fact, he scored that game when we beat them 2-0, wasn't it? He Pennant scored and the Kaut scored the other one in that game.
Well, I think it was 0-0, but Torres was injured when we played. I think it might have been 2007-8, and it was like he was playing from the right hand side.
That for me. That's their Kaut position.
That's what he's going to play.
But our worry is that, and we saw this at the weekend, the weekend before, I should say. He's not got the pace to play right midfield in a 4-4-2. I don't think their Kaut should be anywhere near the Liverpool side, to be perfectly honest. Maybe up front, but if we play a 4-5-1/4-3-3, if he's going to play from the right, I don't think we've got anyone as good as him at doing that job.
No, I don't think we ever these days play Kaut in a straightforward, either he's one or the other. You see him at all times. He moves in, he covers the right hand side. So it's always a fluid system when you've got him in. I don't know. It's both him and Maxi. There's a case for starting them because they're a big game player. Well, Cout's a big game player and scores goals in the big game, and Maxi has got an incredible ratio. But in the two last Wembley appearances, we've used them both as subs hugely effectively. So it's not, it's a 13-man, 14-man game, isn't it?
Well, it's nice to know that we've got the ability to do that, isn't it? Because we've got options for the change.
Options, but I think the positions that we're talking about now, left and right of whoever's up front, are the places that are up for grabs over these next couple of games. The Fulham game that's just gone.
Yeah, of course. Right, okay. We're gonna ask you to put your necks on the line. Start with you, Dave. Score prediction for the final, please.
I think we'll win 2-1. I genuinely do. Yeah.
Scorers.
That's too much.
Too much. Alright, that's fine.
Do I have to do
50-yarder, didn't you, last week?
Oh, Danny Agger,
Yeah, Danny Agger, 50-yarder.
Anyway, go on, Rob.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to predict. I don't know. I just don't know.
Doesn't mean that much. You just can't.
Yeah, I just don't want to jinx this. I did this in the Anfield Wrap every week, predicting us winning. It's just, I'm not. It's just too important. There's too so much superstition at stake here. No.
Not being drawn. Chris.
2-2. Suarez 2 goals. Torres 2 goals. Penalties. Us.
We've got a better. Oh shit! I'm not even going to bring in stats. Our penalty conversion, our win rate or something's better than Germany and honestly. Like fucking. Why? No, I think
Well, if we were ever going to lose a penalty shootout, it was going to be against Cardiff. And, you missed your first 2 penalties.
Tried our best to fuck that one up, didn't we? Yeah, and thanks. We nearly drew
Chelsea
attention away from my score prediction, which is amazing.
Chelsea always won on penalties. Have they ever beaten us on pens? No.
No, we do have a habit of
Chelsea had an appalling. They got beaten by Newcastle, Burnley, Charlton, us
twice. Us twice. Us once.
Yeah. I think it's going to go to penalties as well. I don't know what the score is going to be to get us there. I think it could be one of those just mad as tits games where it goes like it's like 4-4 and it goes to penalties. You know what I mean? Like we go 4-0 down and come back, and then
I don't want that to. Do you know what my biggest? I don't want to be Tottenham. You know what they did to them in the semi, because they are good, Chelsea, and if they, I just don't want that.
That's one prediction we certainly do not want to come true. Anyway, thanks very much for your predictions, boys. Obviously, these are here, so it's only fair of me to point out the good works that you're doing. Obviously, Rob's on the Anfield Wrap. There'll be 2 podcasts in before the FA Cup final. There'll be the one on Monday, and there'll be the City Talk one as well. So I strongly advise to get on that. If you haven't got,
oh really?
Yeah, very good indeed. And we'll nicely segued though. By the way, they're on iTunes, the Anfield Rap, and Dave, your new album's out, the Ragamuffins.
Yeah, it's coming out on the 14th of May. It's called Irony Curtain.
Very nice.
Yeah, and we've got a launch night. We've got two actually. We've got one on the 7th of May at Studio 2 on Park Street, which I think is that where you filmed the Anfield Rap.
Upstairs. Oh yeah. We record upstairs. Yeah.
Stick around all day.
Yeah.
And then we've got another one on the 12th of May at the Pilgrim on Pilgrim Street in Liverpool.
Fantastic.
In the Pilgrim?
Yeah.
Upstairs?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, there is. Look at that. Look at that.
There you go.
Make an advertisement.
That's the Pilgrim, which I have nothing to do with.
and that's when we'll be parading the HJC Cup.
Oh, yeah. Also, the HCC Cup coming up. Hopefully, if my knees hold out, I'll be playing in goal for Dave's team, so that could go well. Anyway, and if you're not watching if you're not going down to Wembley, why not go down to the Dovey and watch the match, eh?
Yeah.
Go down to Dovey off Penny Lane and watch the match there. Because we won't be there, but we normally are, and it's good.
What day are you going down, Paul?
Boss Ale, we're going down on the day, aren't we, Chris? Hitting it and quitting it this time, like you mean, because someone couldn't have the pace last time.
I felt that's Chinese and so
we did indeed. It was a very pleasant. Let's hope it's equally as pleasant this time around. Anyway, thanks very much for watching the show. Please do tell all your friends to watch as well. Hope you've enjoyed this extra long, extra special cup final edition. Thanks very much for joining us, gents. It's been emotional. Hopefully we can have the performance on the pitch at Wembley to back it up. Anyway, leave us your score predictions, your thoughts on the match, how you think Liverpool are going to line up, and any other thoughts or criticisms, because I know you like to leave them occasionally, in the comment section below the videos. Thanks very much for watching, and we shall see you hopefully happily after the cup final this weekend. Ta-ra.